Hey guys, so I'm gonna show you how to create white spot colors in Illustrator, or the white spot color for Versaworks in Illustrator. There's a couple ways that you can do it, so I'm gonna show you both ways. Um, yeah, let's go ahead and get started. So I have Illustrator open right now, and if you look over in my layers panel, it's just I have regular text. If I click on it, it's editable, but it's just two text files that are in here. Okay, so the first way that you can do it is if you have the swatch files uploaded into Illustrator. I do have these available on my website. They are free for download, and I will post a link in that for sure. But if you have it uploaded into Illustrator, then all you're going to do is you're just going to have your swatches panel open, and you can access that either here or over here. But you're going to want to open this up and then open your library, which is down here. And as you can see, if you scroll down, if you've uploaded it correctly, you should have the Roland library right here, specifically Roland Versaworks. So if I click on that and I open it up, you can see that they have the presets, spot colors for cut contour, RDG white, RDG gloss, and metallic silver. So depending on the printer that you have, you're not going to be able to use all these. So for me, my printer is a UV printer, so the cut contour and the metallic silver actually aren't applicable, but Roland creates software that's, that can be used across all of their different printers. So this would be great if you have like a BN20 or a printer plot or something with metallic ink in it as well. But for this purpose, like I said, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to program the white. So I, again, have opened my text files, and all you're going to do is if you want something to show up white, you just click on whatever it is, and then you select the spot color that is white. And it will actually turn your file gray, or whatever color the spot color is, which is what we'll get to in the creating your own spot color for this. So a few things to keep in mind is, even though it's gray, obviously it's going to print white. If you're printing this on let's say a black piece of material, the only thing that's going to print with a white base is this test. There will be no color on top of it. And then this green is going to just print green with no white underbase. So if you're printing it on black, it might kind of get lost on the black material. So you can program it either to just print white, or if you want to have a white underbase under everything, I'm going to go ahead and undo that. What you're going to want to do is select everything. You're going to want to make a duplicate copy of it. And then where you want your white underbase, you're going to select and then click RDG white. And then when you have done that, you want to align, which of course you can do in the align controls up here, but I'm just going to drag it because it's a little bit easier for the example, and just put it on top of your white. So even though you don't see the spot color, the RDG white underneath, it is in the layers panel over here. And when you send this to Versaworks and you put it through the RIP software, it will still register as putting a white base down first and then your color on top. So it's just something to keep in mind when creating whether or not you want a white underbase. If you're printing on, let's say, clear acrylic, it would be a really good idea to put the white underbase first and then the color on top. So that's the first way that you can program a spot color, or program the white spot color for Versaworks. So the second way that you can do it is to manually do it. So let's say you don't have this swatch collection from Roland. I'm going to go ahead and delete this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and delete these. So the second way that you can create the white base spot color is if you have, again, let's just say you have your swatch panel open. If you click on a swatch and then go up to your hamburger menu up here, you're going to want to click on new swatch. And that's going to bring up this little palette library right here. So what you want to do, and this is very important, is where the swatch name is, you want to type in RDG_white. So it actually doesn't matter what color you have right here. I could take these sliders and move it to whatever color I want it to show. The important thing is the top right here. You need the swatch name to be spelled exactly like that, with the capitals and the underscores, no spaces. And then you need the color type to be a spot color. So again, when it sends it to the printer, it's going to read the swatch name, that it's a spot color, and it's going to know, you know, via this name right here, that that is the command that you're telling it. You're telling it to print white. So if I click OK, you can now see up here that I have that swatch, and if I hover over it, it's called RDG white, just as if I was to program this one, it's called RDG white. So Versaworks will recognize that name and will tell it to print white. So now if I click on test and I click on the swatch that we just created, it'll actually show up purple, but it's still going to tell the printer to print it white. Okay, so yeah, those are the two ways that you can do it. Again, the Versaworks swatch specifically for the cut contour, the white, gloss, and metallic silver, I do have on my website, and like I said, I will post that in the description below. But then the other way is just creating it manually, which is the second way that I showed you. Yeah, so if you have any questions, let me know, and I will try to update with information as needed.